So I've been getting a lot of comments about the garage, about taking that wall down and the studs in the concrete, and people are saying that that garage was probably a dirt floor. And then somebody came years later and poured concrete. Well, we're down in the basement. And look at these joints. See how the tiles are crooked and there's bigger joints. Then you have some smaller joints. That's because the same person that poured that wavy garage poured this basement floor also. All right, so here's the basement. Basement stops here. Let's go upstairs. So here we have a wood floor. You can hear when I walk on it. The wood floor stops here. And then we have concrete. This is the family room. So here in the family room, we have it's all concrete. And of course the concrete stops in the closet, and then there's wood. So we go over here. There's a bathroom that's been here for years. It's concrete. This used to be the laundry room. Concrete. So right here is that cinder block wall is right back here. So then here is a studded wall, and these studs went in the concrete. The studs over here, right here, go into the concrete. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this wasn't a dirt floor. I'm pretty sure that bathroom wasn't a dirt floor. This laundry room wasn't a dirt floor. And then here we go to garage. See the concrete? It was all poured in one shot. Still see the same cracked. You can still see some of the glue from the tile. And here's the cinder block wall here. So that's what the beam was for. That beam I found down there. The beam was for the cinder block to hold that up, because apparently their foundation wall was here for the studs. So their foundation wall must be down there, and they had the studs sitting on that. And then they decided, you know, they had to put the block here, you know what I mean, for a fire rating for the garage. And the foundation's over here because they only used a 4-inch block. So that's probably why they have the beam here. The beam was to hold the cinder block. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I'm just showing you my evidence here. All right, so in the video, I saw this handprint. Can't have it. There's no point in painting the walls with eggshell if you're not going to be able to clean them. Hit them up with some dirt tex. Actually, I won't lie, I've been seeing this handprint in a bunch of videos I made. This is the first time the brain said, why don't you clean it? There's something over here. I don't know if that's a spider. That was easy. And a couple there. These you can barely see, but in the camera you can see them great. Can't have that. That's better. All right, so I sat down for a minute. Let me explain this a little better because I just watched the clip. So basically, they must have laid out the foundation wall all around the house with the cinder block, 8-inch cinder block. I said 4-inch somehow by mistake. The 8-inch block. Then they framed the house. You understand? Usually, you know, nowadays you pour the concrete and then you frame a house. But back then, they framed the house with dirt floors. Then they poured the concrete. You know what I mean? I don't believe somebody came along later and these were all dirt floors. I mean, from 69? Nah. I mean, maybe back in the 1900s, the early 1900s, they were doing stuff like that. Because, you know, a lot of Philly houses, a lot of older houses, they have that rat slab floor down in the basement. But I don't believe so in this neighborhood. Let's go out front. I'll show you where I'm at on that. Just in case you don't know what a rat slab floor is. Like this floor here, at least they did it. It's about 4 inches, 5 inches from what I remember when we cut it out for the sump pump. It's about 4 or 5 inches. So, you know, the rat slabs that I would run into in Philly, they're like an inch thick. You know, they're basically dirt floors. And they would just come in and just, it wasn't even concrete. It's basically cement. Looks like they just dumped out some buckets of cement on the floor and smeared it around. So those floors were wavy too and real thin. I mean, you sit something down, you sit a box down, you might crack it. But that's a rat slab. They're real thin, 2 inches, inch and a half. Let's go out front. Every day this week is supposed to rain. Today's Wednesday. But yesterday I was able to get that last wall done with the base coat and mesh. I'll show it to you real quick. So yeah, I was hoping to put the finish on it today, but no, it's raining. It's supposed to rain every day this week. So I made it to the corner. Monday, it was raining, so we did this up here on the porch. Put the fluff on up here to finish. I still gotta paint this and all. I'm painting it with the self-cleaning. But that's where I'm at. Before I can get to that deck, whatever I'm gonna do with that deck, if you watch that video, I gotta get this all done. Because I got to get this permit signed off before I can try to apply for another. So being that it's raining, we're going to try to take this ceiling down today. And I can do this section here. You know, because I still got to insulate, sheetrock this wall here. I want to do the ceiling, rip this trashy 1/2 inch down. I'm going to put 5/8 on the walls and the ceiling, but I can only do a section at a time. So it looks like I could take this sheet out. That's 4 foot, and then there's a seam, there's another seam, and I can get that one out. So I can get these two out, replace these two, then move all this stuff over. Then it looks like I got 3 more sheets over left. Hopefully I'll be able to do all that. Got to get this job done, man. All right, so here we go. Apparently they use 2x6s for the attic joists, and they use 2x6 for the rafters on the roof. And then what? I guess they ran out. They ran out of 2x6s, and now we got 2x4s. Wow, really? So I'm probably gonna have to chip the top off, and I'm gonna have to get 2x6s in there. I'm not leaving 2x4s because that's an attic up there. You know, there's storage up there. If somebody decides to come out here, they're going through it. So now this section here is all cleaned up. Now we got to take that stuff and move it back here and continue. And now I know why all the joints were broken. All the joints in the drywall. There's no tape. They didn't tape them. They just spackled them. That's why they're all cracked up. Well, that and 2x6s. I mean, even for the roof rafters, you had to use 2x6s? Really? Sheesh. So like I said many times before, Everything was minimalized here on this job. Any work being done, let's do it to the minimal. So now this is turning into a project. 2x4 is great. There's some more of that exterior drywall.